Have you ever sat in silence and asked yourself, am I truly where I'm meant to be? Or did I take a wrong turn I can't yet see? This single question, whispered in the quiet corners of your mind, can open the deepest portals of transformation. Because when you're walking a path chosen not by ego, but by soul, everything around you begins to communicate. Through stillness, through struggle, through divine echoes that guide you without words. And in this video, we are exploring the language of the universe. Those sacred signs that are not seen by the eyes, but only felt by the spirit. Stay till the very end, because the most powerful truth is waiting in the last moment, just for you. Peace becomes your inner compass. It doesn't come with a loud celebration. It comes quietly, like an old friend returning home. Even in the midst of chaos, you feel grounded. You may not have all the answers, and the future may remain unclear, but something inside of you is no longer panicked. There's a deep knowing, a stillness that anchors you. This peace doesn't come from logic or certainty. It comes from alignment. It comes from stepping into a timeline that your soul already wrote. And when you touch it, even for a moment, you realize this is the feeling of truth. Life begins to remove what no longer serves your evolution. You lose things, people, opportunities. At first it feels like punishment, like the universe is stripping you bare. But this is sacred unraveling. Everything that was meant to distract you from your higher path must fall away. The friendships that kept you small, the jobs that dulled your light, the habits that chained your frequency. They break, not to hurt you, but to free you. And when you resist the urge to chase what's leaving, you start to understand. The universe isn't taking, it's making space. Synchronicities arrive like spiritual breadcrumbs. You think of something and then it appears. A number keeps repeating. A stranger says exactly what you needed to hear. These moments may feel strange at first, but don't dismiss them. They are confirmations. They are vibrational affirmations that your inner world is beginning to align with your outer reality. You've stepped into a divine current, and now everything is flowing to meet you. The universe doesn't use words, it uses signs. And when you're on the right path, those signs appear everywhere. You begin to crave silence more than noise. The world feels too loud. The conversations feel too surface. The parties, the distractions, the scrolling. It all feels like cotton candy for a starving soul. You start to withdraw, not because you're broken, but because you're remembering how to hear your spirit. In the silence, you begin to meet the parts of you that were always speaking, but were drowned out by the world. Solitude becomes sacred. Stillness becomes medicine. And for the first time, you feel like you're truly listening to something ancient, wise, and unmistakably you. You start making bold choices that scare your logic, but excite your soul. You walk away from things without a backup plan. You move towards something that makes no sense on paper, but feels like truth in your gut. Your decisions start flowing from intuition rather than intellect. You stop waiting for external approval. The fire inside you begins to burn brighter than the fear around you. You begin to trust a higher navigation system, one that doesn't ask for permission, only faith. And when you do, the right path opens beneath your feet like a bridge of light. Your body starts reacting differently to your surroundings. You become more energetically sensitive. You can feel when something or someone is not in resonance with you. Places feel heavy. People feel draining. You start paying attention to your energy like a sacred currency. And when you do, you begin to realize that your body is a living compass. It's not just sensing, it's guiding. The more you honor this intelligence, the clearer your path becomes. Because when the energy is right, the soul expands. And when it contracts, it's time to step away. Time begins to distort. When you're on the wrong path, time drags. Everything feels heavy, slow, repetitive. But when you're on the right path, time dissolves. Hours pass like seconds when you're in flow. You stop living by the clock and start living by the moment. Your spirit steps out of linear time and into divine timing. You realize that your purpose isn't bound by deadlines. It unfolds at the speed of faith. The more you trust this rhythm, the more miraculous your life begins to feel. You begin shedding old versions of yourself. You no longer relate to the person you were even a year ago. You look in the mirror and see someone who has walked through fire and come out softer, wiser, more true. Your identity becomes fluid. You release the masks, you outgrow roles, and though it may feel confusing, you begin to realize that this shedding is your becoming. The more you let go of who you were told to be, the more you remember who you were born to be. You stop searching and start embodying. The need to chase, to prove, to hustle for worthiness begins to fade. You stop asking, when will it happen? And start saying, it's already unfolding. You begin showing up as if it's already done. You walk like your prayers are already answered. This is not delusion, it's alignment. When you stop acting like a seeker and start walking like a knower, the universe responds in kind, because your energy is no longer asking, it's claiming. The world becomes your mirror. Everything begins to reflect your inner transformation. You attract new people who feel like soul family. You enter rooms where your authenticity is not only welcome, it's celebrated. Opportunities arise not from effort, but from magnetism. Your outer reality becomes a mirror of your inner evolution. And that's when you know you're not chasing your path anymore. You're embodying it, and everything is flowing to meet you there. Resistance becomes guidance. You begin to see that obstacles are not blocks, they are signposts. Delays are not denials, they are divine detours. Every time something doesn't work out, you no longer collapse. You lean in, you ask, what is this teaching me? You begin to dance with the universe instead of fighting it. You start trusting that even the no's are leading you to a deeper yes. And in that shift, you rise. Your heart starts leading. You cry more. You feel more, you love more, and you stop apologizing for it. The path you're on begins to heal your walls and awaken your softness. Your strength no longer comes from armor, it comes from openness. Vulnerability becomes your power, and in that rawness, you begin to feel fully alive. And now comes sacred truth. The right path isn't always easy. It won't always be applauded. It may even break you down, just so you can be rebuilt stronger, truer, and more aligned. But if you feel your spirit whispering, this is it, listen. Because that whisper is God, the universe, your higher self, all saying in one voice, you're on your way home. As you continue along your journey, the universe has a subtle yet unmistakable way of speaking directly to your soul. Have you ever felt like life is pushing you in a new direction, but you're unsure if you're ready to take the leap? This feeling of being drawn towards something unknown is not an accident. It's a sign from the universe that a shift is imminent. In this video, we're diving deep into those sacred signs that point you toward transformation. And as we explore, stay with me until the very end. Something extraordinary will await you there, something that can change your entire outlook on life. When the universe begins nudging you toward a new life, it often starts with small, seemingly inconsequential signs. Maybe you keep seeing the same number or hearing a phrase over and over. These repetitions aren't coincidences. They're divine whispers, gently trying to catch your attention. The universe uses patterns to communicate with you. When you begin noticing these synchronicities, it's as if the world is lining up to confirm that you're not on this journey alone. These signs are reminders that you are in the right place at the right time, and everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The next sign may come when you start feeling out of alignment with your current circumstances. You might find yourself questioning your career, your relationships, or even the very routines that once felt comforting. This discomfort is the universe's way of telling you it's time for growth, time to leave behind what no longer serves you. It's like standing in the middle of a crossroads where the old path becomes too small for your growing soul. The universe is calling you to make a choice, to step into the unknown and embrace your destiny. The discomfort you feel is simply the tension between who you were and who you're about to become. Another powerful sign that it's time to change is when old habits, beliefs, or even friendships begin to crumble. You might find yourself outgrowing people and situations that once felt like a safe haven. This can feel painful at first, but it's actually the universe creating space for your new self to emerge. As you elevate your consciousness, your energy begins to vibrate differently, and those who are no longer aligned with your path start to fade away. As you approach this turning point, you may notice that the old ways of thinking no longer resonate with you. Your thoughts and perspectives start to shift, and you begin seeing the world through a completely different lens. This shift is a sign that you're aligning more with your higher self and less with the constraints of the past. You might start questioning your old beliefs, your old stories, and the old patterns that no longer align with your higher purpose. This is a powerful sign that you are opening up to a new phase of your life, one that will be far more fulfilling and true to who you are at your core. There's also the undeniable sense that something significant is on the way. You may not know exactly what it is, but you can feel it. Something big, something transformative is coming for you. This anticipation isn't anxiety, it's excitement. Your soul recognizes that a new chapter is about to begin. You may feel like you're standing on the edge of something unknown, and the thrill of what's to come pulls you forward. This is when the universe whispers, "Trust me, walk with me. You're on the precipice of something incredible." And lastly, one of the most profound signs that it's time to change is when the old version of you begins to feel like a stranger. The old habits, the old ways of being, no longer fit who you are becoming. You may feel disconnected from your past self, like you stepped into someone else's shoes. This disconnection is not a bad thing. It's actually a sign of deep transformation. The universe is helping you let go of who you were so you can step into who you are meant to be. Embrace this feeling, because it's the final nudge before the universe opens the door to your next chapter. Do any of these signs resonate with you? If you're feeling these shifts, or if you're noticing these signs in your life right now, it's a powerful invitation to pay attention. These messages from the universe are guiding you toward a life that's more aligned with your true self. Drop your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you're experiencing these signs. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this as we continue to explore the universe's wisdom together. And for more on how to embrace this powerful shift, check out the video in the description below.